It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, August 31st, 2021. It is 7 a.m. And right off the bat, I want to do some promo work for Bomber football coming up on XL7 TV. Pre-game at 6 on Friday with Bob Rechtenwald and 7 o'clock kickoff.
It is Harrison Week. Should be all we have to say.
That's all you got to say. That's Harrison Week.
It's promo. It's Harrison Week.
I'm seeing profile cover photos turn into Beat Harrison.
Profile
pictures.
What I would love to see years ago, of course, I've been around here probably longer than anybody but Dale. Not because I'm that old, of course.
that isn't what we thought.
So, back in those days, you always hear people back in the day.
Right.
The town would paint their windows something, Beat Harrison, do something for Harrison, post a sign out in their business. Marquees everywhere. It's time to bring that back.
Yeah,
right.
You know, we had a great season last year. Looking to have a good season this year. It's time to get, undoubtedly, our community supports our football program, our schools, our hospitals.
Oh, yeah.
They are great for support for anything that we've got going on. But now it's time to do that doesn't cost you anything. Put on your marquee, go Bombers, beat Harrison, get a gob, do something like that for us. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Right.
sure would. Back when I worked at Sears, back when I was down at Ozark Shopping Center, me and Bill would take the old banners that we used to have, the banners for a tire sale when they expire, we'd paint Beat Harrison or Go Bombers, and we tie it on to the side of the building out there so everybody could see it at 3rd and Main.
It's an exciting week for the kids at school. They call it Spirit Week. They have a different theme every day this week. They'll go through. They'll have different banners, different signs, different things going on. It's a big deal.
It is.
It's a real big deal.
Tell us
The
about the TV broadcast.
Bombers do not beat Harrison as often as we'd like to see them, but when we do, it's a big deal.
Right.
XL7 TV has been bringing Bomber football since 2005. A lot of people don't realize that. Back in the old days, again, in 2005, Gil Reynolds would go make the trip to the field, and he would film those and then play it the next day on XL7.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this a long time. We continue to do it. We look forward to doing it every year. It's an exciting thing that we do.
But that's broadcast live.
We are live. We have instant replay. We've got the scoreboard. We've got this. We've got that. We're going to have something new this year. We're not going to tell anything about because in case it doesn't work right off the bat, we're not too embarrassed. But we are going to have some new features this year that we haven't had in the past that we're looking forward to. It is live. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on XL7 TV, free antenna airwaves, which would be channel 20, which is channel 26.
Yeah.
Then you're on Sudden Link channel 22. It's going to be played at several of the local restaurants, and I probably will miss one. David, you got a list over there, so if I miss one, let me know. Fujiyama Restaurant, the Antler up in Gainesville, the Back 40, Brick Oven Pizza, Live Edge, the Elks Club, Big Creek. I think that's got them all. I think that's all 7 of them.
Sure.
Brick
I don't
Oven.
see no list, buddy.
Parkview Pizza over at Flippin'. And I've had several others say, look, we're going to try to get cable in here if we get it in fast enough. We are also going to be on the Next network. We're hoping to have that done by Friday.
That'd be great.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
We had about 10,000 views per game last year.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
The quality of the broadcast, too. I mean, just what you guys are putting out. I mean, better than some college, smaller college programs. I mean, the instant replays, being able to zoom in there and see things. I mean, if you've not got an opportunity to see one of these broadcasts, you really got to check it out because you guys do a great job.
Well, we appreciate that. If we could ever get to high school to where they actually do an instant replay, we're ready. Go to the booth, umpire. We're going to check this out. But, yeah, we're ready for that. Real quick story. Had a gentleman call me about 3 Saturdays ago and said, look, you don't know me, but I need to be part of your advertising on Friday night. I said, where are you at? He said, I'm in Willow Springs, Missouri.
Good.
I said, why? He said, believe it or not, I'm scrolling online. I run across your Facebook page, and there's a live Bomber football game. He said, I sit there and watch it. I get all excited about it. My wife comes in. My kids come in. He said, right now, we average about 35 people every Friday night in my
Wow.
barn where I have a 72-inch television, and we're watching Bomber football, and I'm in Willow Springs,
That is
Missouri.
awesome.
Very good.
I said, what's the draw? He said, believe it or not, I graduated from Mountain Home in 1986,
Yeah.
and I just want to be part. I said, we don't have no room for you. We're sold out. No way. I said, yeah, we're sold out.
Dang.
Make something up for me. I
Yeah.
don't care what it is. I have to be part of this broadcast.
Plug it quick.
So we did. We figured something out for the man.
Good.
But, yeah, we've got sponsors from everywhere, and we appreciate each and every one of them.
That's awesome.
Golf match.
We had the Bombers had a golf match at Hurricane Classic on Saturday. The Mountain Home boys came in third. The Mountain Home girls came in, didn't write that down, third. They had some individual medalists. Will Beckham was fourth in that match. Ripken Finley was fifth. And on the girls' side, Reagan Webb was third, and Ella Brashears was sixth. And then yesterday they had a match at Cooper's Hawk in Melbourne. The girls' team finished first, with Reagan Webb was the medalist with a score of 76. Ella Brashears was the third with a score of 84. The boys finished in second place with Ripken Finley and Gage Cheney. They were the medalists for the boys. But I don't want to pass on that. That's another sport that's going on. Cross country's also started, and it's going on. A lot of bomber sports happening at this time of the year, and we get excited about it. So, Friday, one more thing. Friday, before we finish the show on Friday morning, the Mountain Home Gridiron Club is pulling a raffle, a donated Traeger tailgate grill, and it's going to go to any member of one of the members of the Mountain Home Gridiron Club that's a new signee this year. Their name goes in a drawing, and they have a chance to win this Traeger grill.
Very good.
We're going to do that Friday morning toward the end of the sports show.
Very nice.
Very good. A little bit different opening this morning. Get back, Rooker. Thanks for all the updates. It's cool. 7 o'clock Friday night, Tobias.
That's right. Big game.
We're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee here at the studio. You can do the same thing. Brewed Awakening, the best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you that coffee. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations to bring you the very best coffee in town. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, pumpkin spice, French vanilla, they got it all. And the Bob likes apple turnovers. How did the donuts get over there? It's kind of like putting the
Got to keep you guys well fed. I didn't know the apple turnover thing. Next time I'll have to step it up.
Is that
and cinnamon rolls about this big.
Yeah.
are those donuts courtesy of the cardiology department?
Come on in.
No comment.
Brewed Awakening coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all the respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Roller Funeral Homes all across the state in western Tennessee, very caring, loving, and understanding. You see with all the respect on the screen, that's not just a logo, that's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes, with all the respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, this morning looking at the radar, our friends and family in Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, West Virginia need our prayers. Lord, storms and flooding threaten these areas, and I pray for protection of lives and property. And for those in the aftermath of the hurricane in New Orleans, I pray you give them hope. Yes, things are in a mess right now, but organizations such as Convoy of Hope are already in place and ready to minister the needs of many. I pray you bless the workers as they restore power, cook meals, set temporary housing, whatever. May those that minister show the love of Jesus Christ to those in need. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Oh, boy.
Let Tobias do it. You and Tobias both. The studio. Come on.
No.
Left
Hey,
and right
guys.
channel. Come on.
Go ahead.
I don't know if we can harmonize.
1, 2.
Nah, surely not.
Hey.
The guy
surround
sitting
sound.
right over here. Morning weather
Bob.
brought to you by the.
Bob, can we talk?
Would you like to comment, sir? Morning weather brought to you by the ZT. Bob and Linda's Adore for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiretoarkansas.net. Time to take a peek at the White River. Hey. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Very
is.
pretty this morning. Wow. little bit of ground fog, not like it was the last 2 days, man. We just had a full camera lens of fog. You're looking at Baxter County, Arkansas from Marion County. Of course, the White River separates the two counties. Looking into Cotter, Arkansas, the 62-412 bridge on the left side of the screen. And you see the city of Cotter, the little baseball park, railroad museum with a little bit of fog in it. Beautiful shot this morning, courtesy of the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net and look at the live webcam. While you're there, check out all the listings with the Z Team and all the multiple listing service numbers in this MLS service area, both in Arkansas and Missouri. The team is ready to go in the two-state area, from Gainesville to Mountain View, Missouri, to Mountain View, Arkansas, back to Marshall, and all points in between. The Z Team, the award-winning Z Team, the most prestigious award in the Century 21 Corporation, has been won by the Z Team 2 years in a row. That's like beating Harrison 2 years in a row.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh, realtors you'd recommend to a friend. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Right now I've got 66 degrees, 66. Whew, not bad.
Nice out there.
66 at Mountain Home, 63 at Harrison. Batesville checks in at 67. 66 both in Marshall and Yellville, 69 at Salem, Mountain View at 66. Around the region, West Plains at 69, Springfield, Missouri 67, 71 at Poplar Bluff in St. Louis, and only 55 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota this morning. On the national radar, we got some shower activity in Nebraska, northern Missouri, Iowa, northwest Kansas, and northwest Missouri. You see that there. And it still rains in the desert. You know, raining in the desert in August. Come on, Phoenix, Arizona, Flagstaff getting rain. Las Vegas getting some showers, and up near Salt Lake City. And we'll zoom in on the remnants of the hurricane now tropical depression. It's still raining south of New Orleans, all the way over to Tallahassee, Florida, up through Atlanta, Georgia. A lot of shower activity in the Nashville, Murfreesboro, Knoxville, Tennessee area, over into North Carolina, up to Charleston, West Virginia. And last night during the Cardinal baseball broadcast on the radio, they were predicting there's a good chance they won't play the game because there's so much rain predicted for Cincinnati, Ohio, because it's moving right up in that area. And you can see it to the southeast of Pittsburgh. In our region right now in Arkansas, I don't think we have anything going on right now. Looks like all your highways are clear. Highway 62, 412 east and west, 65 to Branson. Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas on 67. 167 is clear at this time. Interstate 30, 40, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas is clear. But you can see over here from Memphis on I-40 to Jackson, from Jackson on east, you got a lot of showers going into Tennessee. Interstate 155 at Dyersburg, Tennessee, west to Kennett, Missouri, in good shape. Small shower on Highway 67 about 40 miles north of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, going into St. Louis. Some showers to the west of St. Louis on I-70. I-44 clear at this time. I-70 at Kansas City with some showers coming through right now. Northern Missouri with some heavy rain, and you can see it up here in southeast Nebraska, northeast Kansas with some showers. Rats, I got to go to Kansas City and back today.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at that rain. Anyway, I-70 coming into St. Louis, I-55 and 44 in good shape right there at the St. Louis area. Interstate 64, East St. Louis, Illinois, I-57 south. We're in pretty good shape right there. National forecast map, flood advisories, all of this green area over here in the east. And believe it or not, we have a flood watch box in the desert. So nothing right now for Arkansas and Missouri. High today, 89, 88 on Wednesday, 87 on Thursday, Friday, 88, and we've got 90 degrees on Saturday with no rain in sight on the 7-day forecast. Checking iDrive Arkansas, we do have an accident popped up in Little Rock. It's a vehicle fire on Highway 440, 6/10 of a mile north of North Little Rock there. The traffic moving well, with excepting around the Benton area. You have some slow traffic right there. Memphis, Little Rock, Fort Smith, and the northwest corner all moving well today. Fighting the clock a little bit, so we won't take a look at the camera, so we have plenty of time to talk with Tobias today. Missouri Department of Transportation, everything's looking good in Missouri. No flood watch boxes. Norfolk Lake 558.78, 6 3/4 feet above 552. Bull Shoals Lake at 9.5 feet, 9 1/3 feet above the full pool of 659. Pollen index is 10 today, 10.7 tomorrow. Nettle, chinnopods, and ragweed, your culprits. Crude oil prices down a little bit at 68.78. That helps a little bit. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 56 points, closing at 35,399. Be sure to check out Web and Paper Design. David, tell us about this.
Yes, sir. This is my new website set up, so it shows everything that I do across websites, graphic design, brand identity, logos, you name it if you need it. Business or personal, if you need, to make up an invitation to a wedding or a party of some kind, I can make that up for you. And that's a portfolio of the things that I've done. I'm just starting out, so there's not a lot on there, but
it'll fill up.
It'll fill up.
What you've done for Reynolds Media, and very appreciative. It looks really, really good. Reynolds Media Internet right there.
Yeah, that's the logo I did.
That's some logos, and any ideas, you give them to David, and he'll run with them.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, I think we got caught up. Bomber football pregame at 6, kick at 7. Is that right?
Live,
Right here on XL7 TV.
There we go.
All right, we're going to take a break, and Baxter Regional Medical Center here today. Yes, you can see Tobias sitting right here.
I got some special guests with me today.
You do?
I do. We're going to talk about sort of COVID and the situation going on right now, and then we're going to talk about how you can get a job at the hospital with zero experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
Live Bomber Football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed?
Flash bulbs going off in every direction. Tobias Pugsley is here.
Oh, I don't know about that. How are you doing, Dale?
How you been, man?
Good.
To see. Look at this on Facebook. Together we achieved magnet recognition. Congratulations, Baxter Regional.
Oh, what a huge accomplishment. We're just so thrilled to be a magnet hospital now. And I know a lot of people don't understand necessarily what that means. You can go to baxterregional.org/magnet and you can read all about it. They do a better job explaining it there than I do. But basically, this is one of the highest recognitions that you can achieve, one of the highest nursing designations. And basically it all comes down to the quality of care that's provided. It's a very long process. I believe it took us 8 years to achieve magnet status. And there are not very many magnet hospitals in the United States, only a handful. And matter of fact, you have to go all the way to St. Louis or down to Conway to find the two closest to us. So it's a big accomplishment, and hats off to the team at Baxter Regional, the nurses and all the staff. So it's just together because it's an award for everybody, but it is a nursing designation, and they've worked very hard for it. So
congratulations.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And we also, one of Modern Healthcare's best places to work. That's one of the most prestigious publications in healthcare. And we've been trying for that for a couple of years. This year we got that award. I'm one of only 2 hospitals in Arkansas to get that, so that's a big deal for us. And then I'm once again named one of Arkansas Business's best places to work for now the 3rd year in a row. So a lot of great things going on there. We're excited. I mean, they're just awards. It doesn't have anything to do necessarily with how good a care you get when you come over there, but it is kind of a, just a representation of the care that's provided. And COVID's still going on. We obviously saw a pretty good little spike there for a little while, and we're finally starting to see the numbers stabilize a little bit. So I wanted to bring Stephanie today.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Talk about the numbers a little bit and kind of what's going on over at the hospital in relation to COVID. So, Steph, do you want to share the latest numbers with us and just kind of what's going on?
Yeah, so as Tobias mentioned, we're starting to see some stabilization of the COVID cases and actually starting to maybe see a trend going down. So at one point, our active cases in the county were as high as around 450. And this morning when I looked, the Arkansas Department of Health is reporting 231 current active cases for Baxter County. So that is awesome news, and that does continue to trend down. Hopefully we keep seeing that trend go down, though, as schools are now back in session, and we may start to see an increase in cases with that, but hopefully overall we'll start to see that trend down. And then as far as our inpatient cases in the hospital, there for about 8 weeks or so, we had anywhere from 30s to 43, I believe, was our highest inpatient volume that we've had in the hospital. And now that number the last 10 to 12 days has been in the 20s. So that's great news as well, that inpatient volume going down, which is usually a lagging indicator. So, as your cases start to go up, you'll start to see an increase in hospitalizations and then vice versa. So that's great news. As of today, we have 28 patients in the hospital. 7 of those are in the ICU, and 5 of those are on a ventilator. So hopefully we'll continue to see that trend go down.
Yeah. That's what we hope. We want to see those numbers continue to go down. And, one of the things we get the most questions about right now is the booster shots. And, we got, right when that announcement was made, we got inundated with phone calls of folks wanting to get their booster, and why can't I get my booster right now? So Steph, can you talk to us a little bit about who is eligible for booster shots right now?
Okay, so right now, the booster shot is available for certain immunocompromised individuals, and it's not just open to anyone who's considered immunocompromised. You have to have certain criteria, such as maybe you've received an organ transplant, maybe you're on high-dose steroids, or HIV infection. So there is certain criteria that's listed by the Arkansas Department of Health for individuals that need that booster. And so I just recommend that you reach out to your physician. They will have that criteria, and they will let you know whether you qualify for that immunocompromised category. And you also have to have had your second dose 28 days prior to you getting the booster. The talk right now is as of September 20th, individuals that are not immunocompromised, so basically anybody at that point, as long as it has been 8 months since your second dose, you would then be eligible for a booster vaccine. That is still pending FDA approval, and so hopefully that will happen. And then as soon as we get word, we are of course already making plans for vaccine events to help get those individuals vaccinated. And then there's also been talk that 8 months may turn into 6 months. So that's kind of up in the air right now, and we're pending those final guidelines.
So imagine how fun it is to plan for both an 8-month process and a 6-month process. And that's what, I think everybody just gets a little anxious because they want their booster as quickly as they can get it. And I think you'll see our process work very similar to how we did the first and second doses. So if you remember back to that process, at first it was the healthcare workers. We had to take care of them first, and they will be at their 8 months. So even if they shrink it to 6 months, they will be the first ones that we give. Then we, and this may change, but I will kind of give you an outline of what we're thinking right now. We do anticipate to go to a community-wide event, like very similar to last time. At our peak, I believe we gave 3,300 vaccinations in a single day. So we will be ramping up and looking at how we can do that, depending on if it's an 8-month time frame or the 6-month time frame. Obviously, if it's 6 months, there's going to be a lot more people eligible, so it'll take a little bit more logistics. But we will, once we get healthcare workers vaccinated, we will roll out. It will be a sign-up process again, so you will have to go online. We will try to do a community involvement project again, where we have members from the community actually man the phone line so people can call in that don't have internet access and the ability to sign up online. So we do anticipate to do that again. We do anticipate also that there will be multiple events. So, we may try to do one in October, say, and then probably another one in November, and then maybe come back again in January. Try to time those around. Again, it all is dependent on the 6 to 8 months, but just want people to know, if you haven't seen a formal announcement, that's why. Because until we get that guidance, we can't give formal direction on what we're going to do, but we are planning for both scenarios. So
Where do you
when
get the guidance from? Is that from?
So the CDC, Arkansas Department of Health, and who else am I missing?
It's ACIP, which is a division of CDC that manages the vaccine guidelines. So.
Yeah, and we have really great relationships with our local health officials too. Ron serves on the governor's task force. That they still from time to time will meet. We've built through this whole situation. We've built really great relationships. With folks like Dr. Dillahay, Dr. Romero. And so we appreciate their guidance and their leadership. It's kind of been a team effort, but. It's like I said, things have been changing, and that's been the story of COVID. Things have changed constantly throughout this, and we try to do our best to adapt to the change. We want our community to know that we want to get those boosters to you just as quickly as we can. But whenever you're talking about the quantity of people, we've given, I think now close to 12,000.
Over 20,000 total,
20, yeah.
Which would be about 10,000.
Yeah, so you're talking about a massive amount of people that will want third doses. So we want to do that, and we want to do it with the same great experience that people were able to have with the first and second doses. For those that were able to get those Pfizer doses with us, we heard a lot of great feedback. Thank you. Bob just said phenomenal. We really wanted to not take a whole day for somebody. We wanted it to be quick, easy in and out. We wanted it to be efficient. We wanted it to be a happy place. So we played music, oldies music, just to kind of lighten the environment. And we fed our staff. We tried to keep an upbeat tempo there with all the workers. And it takes close to 100 people to pull something like that off. We engaged Care Center Ministries, who came and did all of our parking for us. Oh, yeah. We utilized the county resources. The county judge is a great supporter, and David Stoltz just does such a great job over there. Helped us get resources with parking with the local sheriff and local police departments. They kind of keep the exterior perimeter safe and do a good job keeping everybody protected and keep the line moving.
Was there ever a time at Baxter Regional, you see these clips of football games where the guy's trying to grab that football and it keeps going like 2 or 3 yards out, and every time he reaches down, he kicks it some more. And, he started out the 15-yard line, now he's at the 50, and you got all the guys trying to chase it. I don't think Baxter Regional ever got that fumbling type of thing. I think you guys picked it up and ran with it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. It does feel like a lot of times we're chasing a moving football because, like I said, things have changed all the time. And Stephanie can tell you, it's
but
just...
did y'all ever, did you see this coming? Christmas of 19 and going into New Year's Day of 2020, was there any hindsight knowing what was coming in late February, early March of 20?
Well, Dale, I remember back, I'll tell you a funny story I'm telling myself. I remember we do a safety huddle every day where our staff meets and our leaders meet, and we talk about all the relevant, major important potential safety issues in the hospital for the day. And I remember back making a joke because Stephanie had announced that there was this new thing called the coronavirus, and we didn't really know what it was. And I made a joke that I was going to spend the weekend researching corona. And, it's kind of a funny drink,
Yeah.
And, haha. I'll never make a joke like that again.
Right.
No, if that's what happens when I try to make a joke, I will never
See
again.
What you started? Did you throw away that 6-pack or what?
But no, Stephanie can tell you, it's been a wild ride, hasn't it, Steph?
Yeah, and especially with, the initial surge back in 2020, it was the guidelines were changing every day, and just trying to keep up with those and, developing our standards and making sure that we're prepared and making sure that we have all the supplies that we need. That was a challenge. And then I will say, we got our little 2 to 3 month break, and then it hit us again. And of course, this surge was even higher than the first. But at least this time, we were prepared. We already had everything in place. We had already pretty much stockpiled the PPE that we we needed, and I had at least a 6-month supply. And so at least with this surge, we had everything in place and we're prepared. And luckily, because it was even worse than the last time. But yeah, it was definitely a challenge, especially last year, just trying to keep up with the changing guidelines. And then, of course, we're starting to see that again now with the vaccine, 6 months versus 8 months. But it's still nothing in comparison to what it was last year.
But y'all are coming through it without, you're not coming out scarred.
No.
Yeah.
We're a great team.
We are. We do have an awesome team. And we've got Kim here today to talk. There has been, we've lost some healthcare workers over it. And so we have some staffing that we definitely want to get replaced that have left us. And so that's what we'll be talking on later on the show. We've got Kim here. But Stephanie's right. We've got an awesome team, and they just continue to endure it. But we've got an awesome community too, Dale. And I tell you what's been really neat is this last surge, we've just seen an outpouring from our community. And they've been donating food, gifts, all kinds of things to our healthcare workers. And all you got to do is go to our Facebook page to see the outpouring of love and support from our community. And as you scroll through, when somebody makes a donation of food or something to our staff, we've been posting that. And so as you scroll through, you'll see these massive amounts of food and massive amounts of just sandwiches and all kinds of things that these wonderful people from the community have donated to us.
And then on top of everything else, you break ground on the new.
Yeah, we did that on Saturday, breaking ground on the new state-of-the-art cancer center, which is a partnership with Highlands Oncology. So we're excited to get some dirt moving there. Be about a 14-month project, and we'll be coming back and doing a grand opening of the community. So more on that later. But here's Gerald on the screen now with some sandwiches that were donated to ambulance, and so that's what we want to do. We want to show the community that stuff really means a lot to us. That staff, they really enjoy being fed, not having to leave the hospital to go out and get food. So that's tremendously helpful, and we thank everybody. Also, while we're talking COVID, I want to make sure everybody knows we now have a one-stop shop resource line for all things COVID related. That number is 870-508-7001. And when you call that number, you'll quickly go through some prompts. Yep, it'll get you to if you want to book a vaccine, if you want to book a COVID-19 test, if you want to speak to a member of our COVID hotline, if you want to book a COVID infusion, or if you want to donate food or something, just like you saw that Dale just scrolled through, you simply just got to call 870-508-7001, go through the prompts, and it'll easily get you to where you need to go. Just listen to those and hit the correct number, and it'll route you that way. So something else to just make things a little easier. And we'll continue to update numbers on Facebook every Wednesday. So you can watch our facebook.com/Baxter Regional. That's where you get the latest up-to-date numbers. We also put them on our website, www.baxterregional.org. And so if you want more information as the booster shots roll out, those will be two of the main places, along with some of our local partners, like our friends here at XL7, to help us get that information out as soon as we have the final word and the plans to get that information out to everybody.
Real quick, we're going to take a break. I'm going to bring this up. Baxter County 9/11 Anniversary Committee invites you to the 20-year celebration. This takes place at 11 a.m. on Saturday, 9/11 at the Mountain Home Plaza. XL7 will be broadcasting this live. And so, once again, invite you to the 20-year anniversary. It's going to be on the square. It's going to be on the plaza, on the west side of the square. They hope to have enough people there to block the highway.
Nice.
Wow. And so, that's coming up. And XL7 will be broadcasting live, from what I understand, from that event. So, you can watch it on television, or you can be there. We'd love to have everybody there downtown on the west side of the square. Time for a quick break. More with Baxter Regional right after this.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's
One.
And we're back, and we're with Tobias Pugsley and his next guest for Baxter Regional. You've got some job openings.
Oh, we've got so many job openings. And I don't know, I'm going to call them career openings because getting an opportunity to work at Baxter Regional is a blessing. Yesterday, I hit my 5-year mark.
You did?
5 years. I can't believe it's flown by.
Well, that went by fast.
I know, I'm telling you.
Goodness.
Yeah. It's been great. It's such a great place to work, so many great benefits, and they just really, really take good care of us. Even in spite of the pandemic, it was still just such a wonderful place to work and an opportunity to make a difference. But we do. You were talking about, kind of maybe some of the negative of COVID, and one of those have been, a lot of people have decided just to leave healthcare altogether right now.
Really?
Yeah. And so we've seen an exodus, and it hasn't been as bad here, but we still see it. People that were, a nurse or just decide to go, back to school to be a teacher, just completely get out of the field altogether, which has made Kim here with me today's job very interesting over the last few months. And so Kim is now our nurse recruiter and does a wonderful job. And so just to kind of tee off before Kim, if you are sitting at home right now and you have a kid or a young adult that needs a career, go wake them up, because what you're getting ready to hear is that they don't have to have necessarily a high school diploma to get a start in a field of healthcare, which can be very rewarding. And with that, I'll let Kim take it away because she's got so many great opportunities she's going to tell us about today.
Yeah, I actually told Tobias I brought a cheat sheet today. We have actually 102 full-time job openings at the hospital right now in our organization. We have about 1,800 employees, so just to kind of put that in perspective for you there. I've been here 5 years too, actually. I was here when Tobias was hired. We normally have around 50 full-time job openings. So we have double the amount right now, which kind of led to what Tobias mentioned, me being, I'm going to start focusing on nursing. And we are actually hiring a new recruiter. So that position is going to be posted. If there's anybody out there listening that might want a recruiter position and would like to work with me, please, give us a call and we will see what we can work out. I don't even have that one posted yet. That's a brand new approved position. So y'all are hearing the breaking news now. talking about us not, hiring people, and you don't even have to have a high school diploma. Tobias is correct. We have been working in conjunction with Arkansas Workforce here, and there is something out there called a Career Readiness Certificate. We call it the CRC, and if you do not have a high school diploma or your GED, yet you still want to work, we can get you set up with this certificate. All we require is that you take a test through Arkansas Workforce, and it basically is portable. It goes with you not only to Baxter Regional, but to any employer, telling them that you have the basic employment skills that you need to be hired for a position. All of our entry-level frontline positions, such as food service, environmental, and our nursing assistant positions, will accept this in lieu of a high school diploma or GED. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible out there for anybody that's interested in one of our positions. If you're a nursing assistant or CNA, certified nurse assistant, and you've been working for 20 years but you never got that GED, you can still come to work for us now. That was kind of one of the demographics that we were trying to draw in with this. So, if you're interested, give me a call and we can talk more about it. I can hook you up with Arkansas Workforce. Very easy to do. I walk people through the process all the time. They fill out a job seeker profile on the Arkansas Workforce online, and they take it from there and walk them through all the steps. So it's kind of a new and exciting thing that we've pulled out this year, and it seems to be working for a lot of people. I was trying to think of anything else. Oh, along that line, I was just telling Tobias before we got on air, we have a new program, actually something else that y'all are just hearing about for the first time. I'm very excited. We no longer are requiring certification for nursing assistant positions in the hospital. So we have a new in-house program. It's called our Nursing Assistant Residency Program. We will hire you with no previous experience whatsoever. We will work you through our own in-house. A lot of it is up in our simulation lab now, so it's really cool. You get really good training based on acute care in the hospital. And that is also something new that we're rolling out right now. We have 2 people in the program. They've kind of been our guinea pigs, and it's working very well. I hear really good things from them.
And they get paid while they're actually in the program too, right?
Yes. They are making full wages. They are our full-time employees with all of our benefits and everything that goes along with it. We're just training them, and one of them has already talked to me about getting our scholarship and continuing. She wants to be an RN. And she already has a lot of her classes out of the way, so I foresee her in the next year to year and a half becoming one of our registered nurses.
And I think that's what the important thing today, if you walk away with nothing else from this, it has never been easier to start a career in healthcare. There are so many scholarships available, there's so much money available to continue your education. Like she said, you can come in and not even have a diploma and end up,
Go ahead, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, and end up, we have people that started as CNAs that are now nurse leaders.
Really?
That's, and that happens pretty often. People grow with the system, and that's what we want. We want to remove those barriers to allow them to get into the field of healthcare, because we need those people that are going to take really great care of our patients.
Now, what about the non-medical side and maintenance, construction? You guys, you had the outpatient surgery center open up not too long ago, and now the new cancer things going on. I know that's contract labor, but still you've got maintenance, you've got all your communications, your computers, your telephones.
Yeah. And until Kim
room areas.
Until Kim gets her position filled, she's recruiting for them as well.
Yeah, and actually I'm glad you mentioned that, because we don't often have an IT position open. I get calls a lot for that, people that are interested, and we have a workstation support specialist that just opened up. So that was posted this last Wednesday.
What's that mean, workstation?
They are actually the ones when Kim does something with her computer in her office and can't get it to function properly, and it's 6:30 in the morning. Those are the people that I call. And they're great. They work over the phone a lot. They'll actually come down to our offices if they need to and help us figure out. They remote into my computer a lot. I say a lot. They know me. They know my voice in the morning sometimes. I'm not an IT specialist by any means. So we love our IT specialist, and they help everybody. So when I say we have 1,800 employees, can you think of all the things that can happen with a computer? So it's a very changing job. I don't think they ever never get bored, and it's a great group of people to work with because I know them personally.
They're a good group.
But then when you look, you've got, and I've always said this, y'all don't cut corners, you make sure they're clean. You clean the, I mean, and every time Tobias is here, I got to say, when I was 3 or 4 years ago visiting somebody in the hospital, one of the maintenance guys, it's like 7:30 at night. I think it's on the 3rd or 4th floor, I forget what it was, but the elevator door is closed, and he's sitting there and he's looking like this, and he gets this rag like this, and he looks again, there's a fingerprint. I mean, really? I mean, he's sitting there like, and he cleaned it. But look at the corners, they're clean. It's not, there's no little fragment of dust, it's clean.
Yeah.
So
it's pride. I mean, it's pride. It's.
And then look at your grounds.
Yeah.
At your landscape.
Yep. Tim does a great job with the grounds. We've got some great folks on the inside keeping things clean. I mean, but it all comes down to whether you're working on the inside or the outside. It's pride. I mean, to us, that's kind of our home. I mean, a lot of us spend a lot of hours there, and you know, if it was our mom or grandma or sister or brother coming in there to get a procedure done, well, we don't want them to see dust in the corner or, you know, trash or whatever on the grounds. I mean, so that's why I think everybody is personally invested in making sure that, you know, it's as good as it can be, because a lot of times it's our family members and friends that are utilizing the services as well.
And then one question I have, and I'm not trying to open Pandora's box here, but hospital security is important.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And we don't think, oh, you know, well, they're safe. They're not.
You know, you mentioned a great point. We had a story
on the parking lot about a month or so ago, and Mountain PD, our hats off to our police.
Absolutely. People don't realize how close of an encounter we had at the hospital. It could have been very, very serious, and thanks to our security who were out there putting, you know, themselves between potential gunmen in the hospital.
Do they have communication with Mountain PD and the sheriff's office?
Yes, and that's why that incident got de-escalated so quickly. Was they triangulated their positions out in front of the hospital to show a force between them and the organization until Mountain Home PD arrived, and they took over the situation. And like I said, hats off to the Mountain Home PD too, because my goodness, they came and take care of business and kept us safe. But yeah, security, I mean, because, you know, right now, you know, especially when you have a mask mandate in the hospital and, you know, things like that, people a lot of times when they get to the entrance, they're irritated, they're frustrated, and so a lot of times security is needed, you know, to help de-escalate some of those situations.
And you have such a huge campus. I mean, your campus is like equivalent to a major university.
Yeah, and just keeps growing. Now, did you see the old Hiram Shattuck's building is finally demolished?
Oh, is it gone?
It is gone. Yeah, come by. There's still little remnants. I think they're picking up the last.
So what's going to happen to that area?
Well, they're going to plant some grass there, but I'm told before the grass grows that they will be announcing what the plans will be.
You're going to keep us in suspense.
I think there's 3 or 4 really great ideas, and they're doing some study right now to figure out what's going to be the best use of the space over there. So
I got a suggestion: make a little racetrack for all the golf carts.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Hey, could we get you to come over and drive if we do that?
We could Bob's it right. He can flag us. Hey, we got to grab the last breaker. Come up at 7:48. We're at the hospital right after this.
Claire.
That would be fun.
Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Live.
And we're back with Baxter Regional Medical Center. It's always good to have Tobias, and when he brings guests in, just thoroughly enjoy it.
Thanks,
and
Dale.
just
That's fun.
once again, congratulations for the magnet certification for Baxter Regional, and it just keeps growing.
It does. It does. It keeps growing. Which is creating more job openings, which is why we got Kim here today. So, Kim, you want to take us through some of the positions that we're looking for right now, and hopefully folks out there listening will know somebody, even if you got a friend or a loved one, maybe lives in California or someplace they want to get out of, they want to move to the beautiful Ozark Mountains. We'll help get them here.
Yeah. Definitely. And we have all types of positions like we were speaking about earlier. We have environmental service technicians, which is kind of our housekeeping. You were talking about the pride they take in their positions. It's a great group of individuals. And all you have to do to apply to these positions is go to our career site. Which one are we using now? I'm sorry, Tobias.
Oh, yeah, brmccareers.com.
Okay.
Or you can go to workwhereyouvacation.com. Yeah. Both go to the same place.
So yeah, brmccareers.com. The other ones we have on there, we have a couple of food service positions. So if you are looking for something in that area, cook positions, food service reps, those are the individuals that actually help serve the food to our inpatients. So those are very important positions. They are entry level, but they're a really good way to get your foot in the door, to see all of the healthcare organization. And we have people that move on from those positions to other careers within healthcare because they kind of see what they're interested in and decide to go back to school for those areas. Some of the ones that we were talking about earlier that are not as common, I want to reiterate on the workstation support and IT specialist. That position is just recently posted. We also have a benefits specialist in HR that people don't always think about. So anybody out there that's in insurance, if you are interested in a career change, please look us up. Give me a call. I'm more than willing to talk to you about that position. Not to mention you'd be working with a great group of people in HR. And of course, we're getting ready to post the new recruiter position, which will be working closely with me as well. We also have a senior accountant, and Bob and I were talking about this before, but we don't have a whole lot of applicants for that one. So if somebody's out there looking to be a CPA, or you are already a CPA, once again looking for a career change, we do have that senior accountant position out there, and we're really excited about that. Once again, it's a growth position. It's something new that we're adding because we are growing all the time. The other thing that I want to go back to just briefly, if you do not have any experience and you want to get your foot in the door and you are thinking of a career in healthcare, I cannot think of a better way to do it than to apply for one of our nursing assistant positions. We will train you, we will pay you while you're going through training, and then you also have the opportunity while you're doing that to think about, do you want to continue? Do you want to be an LPN? Do you want to be an RN? We have over $600,000 in scholarships out at any given time. Barney told me that number the other day, and I had been telling people like 350,000 out. So I'm about half of that amount. It is amazing the number of people that we help go through and not only start their careers but maintain their careers. We have a lot of money set aside for our nurses once they're LPNs to transition to RN or to go ahead and get their BSNs. And then also we have several that are getting their masters right now that we're helping them pay for that. We even have 1 or 2 doctors, the doctorates of nursing. So you can go as far as you want in this, and you can do anything you want in nursing. That's the one thing. I'm kind of sad I didn't do it when I was younger, but it is a wonderful opportunity, and the best way I think to get your foot in the door and see if it's for you is to apply for one of the nursing assistant positions. You don't even have to have your certification. Tobias mentioned earlier to me that I need to bring up the sign-on bonuses. I sometimes forget those, but actually even for food service, environmental service, the nursing assistant positions, even though we're going to be training you, we also have $500 sign-on bonuses right now available for those positions. If you're certified, we actually have a $1,000 sign-on bonus right now, and that's for just you agreeing to work for us for 1 year in that position. See if you like it, try it out for a year, and if you do, then we can talk about all the scholarships and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of
opportunities right there. Wow.
Hey Kim, what about experienced nurses? So those out there watching and listening, if they've got a cousin or relative or somebody maybe that's looking to move back here, and now might be a prime opportunity, what do we have for experienced nurses?
Right now we are offering a $15,000 sign-on bonus for experienced nurses. So that's basically anybody with a minimum of 1 year experience. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes, basically a minimum of a year experience. And I am getting calls from people that are looking to move down here to be closer to family, and to get out of some of the metropolitan areas right now.
We're in the wrong career, guys.
Wow. Yeah.
$15,000. You can move around the lake and buy a bass boat. And come to work for Baxter Regional. So that's my plug today.
I'm going to start using that. I hadn't really thought of that yet. Yeah. One other reason to be sad I didn't go into nursing, obviously. My husband's sad now too. Thank you, Tobias. There's a lot of opportunity out there right now. And it's not, we have all shifts. We have weekend option shifts. So if you're an experienced nurse and you're working at one of the other regional hospitals, you may think about it. I mean, seriously, if you come here and you get $15,000 sign-on bonus and you want to work weekend option, we have day shifts available, night shifts right now. So now is actually a prime time to be looking at a career change, which is maybe a little counterintuitive to some people with the pandemic, but it seems to be a prime time to be looking at those changes. If you're not totally happy, come check us out. We are magnet recognized now. That means we have an excellent nursing culture. Our nurses have a say in their practice. They are part of our shared governance. They're a huge part of that. So Shannon Noctegal, our CNO, does not sit in a gold encased room on a throne and make decisions that are going to affect everybody. She actually goes to the nurses. I'm in those meetings with her, and she'll say, take this to shared governance and see what they want to do. So our bedside nurses have a say in their practice, and that is so important. I talk to nurses all over the country, and when I tell them that and we talk about how involved our nurses are, they are always interested, because sometimes they come from places where they don't have that much say. They come from places where the CNO's not involved and where they maybe don't even talk to their director on a regular basis. You don't find that here. All of our nurses and our leaders are very involved, and that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. The culture's different.
And I want to compliment Mr. Peterson, Ron Peterson. He's active.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not just close the door in the top office. He's active. He's on the floor. He's with the people, and he's
and very humble. And he would never tell you this, but I watched him the other day. He helped a man and woman carry some stuff out to their car, and I heard him on the way out say, well, will you tell somebody in administration you did this for us? And he said, well, actually, I'm Ron Peterson. I'm the president and CEO, helping them carry their stuff to their car. And I mean, that just goes to show.
That makes a difference.
Well, that's the culture there.
That's a huge difference.
And that's the expectation is we're there to help people. And whether you're the CEO or, whether you're somewhere in the middle or That's the expectation. We also have a lot of great benefits too to being an employee. We have a concierge service that does everything from help you with laundry services, oil changes. Yeah, they do all kinds of things to help. They even bring in bread from over in Nature's Way.
Neighbor's Mill.
Neighbor's Mill
from Harrison. We get it delivered every week.
That is excellent.
Cinnamon rolls, sticky buns.
Excellent.
Yeah. So all kind of benefits like that, a gym and all kinds of great things. So come work for us. It's an awesome place, and we'd love to have you.
The jewel in the crown of the Twin Lakes area, Baxter Regional Medical Center. It's good to have you. Always good to have you guys here. We got to run. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.